have Kim of Korea, People's Republic Korea.
Kettes számú szőnyegen győzött fehér judokiban Horvátország képviseletében Helena Vukovic.
Kim, Republic of Korea, up against India man. Now, I've watched this Indian a couple of times, and especially in the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham in 2022. And I must admit, I was very impressed. She's got a big harai and also has an uchimata, very tall. And she's not been on the scene that long, but each time we see her, she just has built up in confidence and experience. She also has a great sasai, but she's up against a very strong competitor. But she's definitely one that we've got to keep an eye on, especially when it comes to the small games, such as the Commonwealth Games that they'll be having in Glasgow next year, 2026. So, but it's nice to see that her progression over the years, she's still going in the right direction. She's just getting better, and I think it's mainly down to the confidence and competition experience. But like I said, she was up against a tough competitor in the opening round. Kim coming in with the Ochigari, catching the head, driving to the rear, and straight into the Osakomi. So, so for Man, obviously her debut in the World Championships is over, but it's one more match experience, one more experience of a World Championships at this level. And we're going to see more of her, I'm sure of it. And we look forward to seeing her in the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow, which I'm sure should be a
Turk's size for Karen Stevenson. Kim Ha-yun of the Republic of Korea goes up against Takahashi Ruri of Japan. It's Kim in the white judogi, Takahashi in blue.
Well, Takahashi will be delighted that she finds herself in this round, because she was very lucky in her opening match. Really lucky.
Yes, I don't want to revisit the Startseva situation. It's just so annoying, and Stevenson showed the way to do it.
Yes.
Okay, she's just told to be a little bit more careful with the kumikata.
The problem is when you're that much taller and you throw the arm, it is at head level, isn't it? A lot of the time you're going for the grip, it's hitting the chest. But when there's that size difference, the chances are you're going to catch the face.
So she's ducked underneath Takahashi.
Yeah, they're going to give her a shido.
It's on the
that.
other side of Elizabeth Gonzalez. She hasn't seen it, but now she gives the ducking underneath penalty. It's a tricky one, isn't it? Because we saw it clearly. I was like, what? You know? That's again, come back to this tennis analogy. It's an unforced error. Didn't need to do that.
Yep.
You know, you could stay on the baseline, just hitting it back, hitting it back,
you
and
give away
wait for
some silly percentages.
But you decide to rush the net, and it's an unforced error. Don't need to do that. Takahashi picks up a second penalty. Look at the time left on the clock. Kim
just has to be clever now.
Exactly.
High collar grip, good sleeve grip, controlling, using the rotation, get the tewaza moving, and there you've got another shooter.
Wrap it up.
She doesn't have to do anything. She's handed it to her on the plate. And she's actually trying to attack against the strong arm there.
Yeah, that right side,
You can't hit on that. That's just solid. It's like hitting a brick wall.
I didn't realise that we would see so many things that were exactly the same. It's not rocket science, is it? If you've been around long enough, you're going to spot those things.
She's that solid right arm, and she's trying to manoeuvre into it. Look at the size of her. You would be actually going towards it to break it up.
Loretta, this is possibly the best 7 days of commentary at the World Championships that I've ever had. It's been a real pleasure. No, really, it's been absolute pleasure. No, because there's so many things that we see that are absolutely the same.
Oh, yeah, she was a nice. Do you know what I like about Kim? She is agile. She moves. She's a big heavyweight, but she moves like a middleweight. She's got lovely as she was. As she creates openings, she creates danger out there, and she's always a major threat. She doesn't take her size for granted. She knows that she'll come against someone that's smaller that could move her underneath her, but she's prepared to fight like that. And this is what makes her so.
Yeah, she's in the mould of the super heavyweight.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah.
She really
but has
is.
movement of a lighter athlete. And nice balance as well. She takes up a nice position, nice posture. Schnarzeva could learn a little bit from watching Kim.
Totally agree with you there. Works off that lapel. Look at, she had the Uchimata, but I think she switched it to the Ouchigari. We might have seen off the belt. Go for it. It's there. Go for it. You see it. She's just not quite sure.
Yeah. Oh, good effort.
But again, jumps underneath her.
Could be
the
over.
gap is small, but not that small for her. And I think this is the final Shido. There it is. Hansokamaki, Takahashi out, but she's in that. No.
Who they're waving it for.
Both pick up a Shido piece. Well, I hope this is not what we're going to see all the way through this contest. Might be a possibility, though.
It's okay. If they did, it wouldn't last long.
No.
I'll be perfectly okay with that.
You would hope for a quarter-final you'd see a little bit of sparkle.
If they want to mess around and go off in a minute and a half, all right. Looks as though she's already decided where this is going to go. She had the best movement, best positioning, the most promise from this build.
Yes.
Nice stance and everything. Shame if she rolls over. Yeah, stop it. Yeah. I'd also say I'm not here for this.
No. Just get on with it.
And if you're not going to get on with it, I'll tell you what.
It could be a double
Here's the real danger.
Yep.
Yeah. And all that one of them has got to do is to recognise, hey, I've just got to attack and I can win this.
Ouchigari from Kim. Again, well, she's put in a couple of times, yes, so she's at least trying.
Yeah, two more. A little bit of pressure on the edge. If Lee has already demonstrated that she doesn't want to attack, all that Kim has got to do is put one in. You put one in now and you'll take it. You've already attacked twice. Put one in now. Okay.
Yeah.
And if they stopped it now, I would be perfectly okay. There's 2 minutes and no attack. 2 minutes, no attack. And you asked for that.
And there you have it.
And if I was the Korean Judo Federation, I'd be asking for my flight money back from the athlete.
She didn't come up. She didn't sort of step up the mark, did she? That was
Here we are with the semi-final in the plus 78 kilo category. The #1 seed, Romain Dicko of France, going up against Kim Ha-yeon of the Republic of Korea. Dicko in the white judogi, Kim in blue.
That's one of the best throws of this weight category so far, I think.
Highlights reel, that one.
And I think out of the Koreans, this is the one. Lee is the better of the two, I think, based on performances and throughout the contest, throughout the day.
Well, if she can throw better than Kim, that would be something. Because that last one that we saw...
That was a cracker, wasn't it?
Sorry, Lee.
Yeah, Lee was brilliant. Kim, but they obviously
Kim, you like
came
better.
I like Lee better.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened there, but based on their performances, Lee looked the stronger, but on a head-to-head, Lee was terrible against her teammate Kim.
Yes.
Absolutely terrible. It was a non-starter. Couldn't believe that we were seeing the same athlete out there.
Oops. And then Hannah, the referee would allow Dicko the advantage before calling Mate to give a penalty. He will let Dicko see whether she wants to work in Newaza. She had a little go and said, no, not really. And then he could stand him up and give the penalty. Aktas, by the way, has won the repetitions contest. She'll be in the bronze medal contest.
Who's that?
Aktas, the Estonian, the kid.
We never mentioned her.
No, we didn't. We only mentioned the seniors. We mentioned a couple of juniors, but we didn't mention any cadets. It's the Senior World Championships, and yeah, there she is.
We mentioned it like week before even going on live, we were talking about her and saying that she must only be about 17 or something.
Yeah, 17. I think it's her 18th birthday coming up shortly. Oh, broke that off and ready to go left-sided. It worked like him.
Dicko looking to turn those hips in, but a little bit slow to react. Kim blocking the entry. Well, she just pipped her to the post, didn't she there? The big message, here I come, and Kim was just in front with the Uchimata off to the side. Well, that was close.
There was something about the Uchigari as well that I think might come into play there. If you've got the threat for the Uchimata and Kim is looking at that, the Uchigari in the other direction, I think might be worth having a look at. 48 seconds left to go. Shido apiece, no score.
Anyone even just getting a Yuko on this position now, that'd be done and dusted. Whoever can pick up that score. Kim with the Uchigari changing and falls to her face, but still she's stumbling Dicko backwards, getting a reaction from her. Diko has got to change the game plan a bit because Kim's just waiting for her. Diko comes in, she's given that big message to say, here I come, and Kim's pipping her to the post each time. She just gets her hips in before Diko can come across. Straight away, she can feel the threat, and Kim just pips her first. Steps across,
Other
look at the
direction.
Kochigari. Oh, she stumbles her once more. Little steps backwards. Diko's just got to try something different now. Picks up her second Shido. She's been far too predictable for Kim, and Kim's just waiting for it. And she can afford to wait. Now we're into golden score. Well, this is to the wire, isn't it? Crikey. Based on the last performance we saw with Kim and Lee coming into this semi-final, you wouldn't have thought Kim would have anything to be able to counter someone like Diko and her level. But she's playing a blinder out here and drops underneath. There's a Cianagi, gets the movement, now comes on top, and Diko can only defend there in the Niwaza.
Still like the threat of the
Ouchigari, the Kochigari as well.
Yeah. Anything going to the rear, I think she's having difficulty keeping
She's a real
off.
threat.
Yeah.
Oh, there she's trying.
Kochi now.
Yeah. And Diko's defending.
Ooh.
She's trying to counter Kim off that Kochi, but she has to put an attack in now, otherwise she'd get the third Shido. Oh, crikey. Diko needs to wake up here.
That's it.
That's it.
That's done now. She knows as well.
Oh, Kim in the final. Well, we didn't predict that at the beginning of the day, did we? We did touch in on this, saying the Korean.
You just get that feeling, do you?
Yeah, and I don't know what it is. I saw Kim just show one flash today. She's got nice movement. She's got good posture, nice throwing techniques, and there's just something that I've seen about the way that she moves on the mat. She's that traditional shape of a super heavyweight, but she's got really, really good movement. Let's hope we see it.
Yeah, I really hope
final.
so as well. They've met twice before, and it was Arai that was the winner on both occasions. But this is, and I've said it before, you know, that we've seen so many 4-0 deficits turned over at this World Championships. You know, a world title is at stake. This is different.
Yeah, Arai may prove a little bit too difficult. Kim, I think, would have been better suited to Takahashi. I think that was what she would have liked. Not least of all because on the previous two occasions she's lost, as you say, to Arai. Anyway, here we go.
Final, plus 78s. Straight in there, wasn't it? Like that left arm was just about to go over the top there, and Arai thought, no, I'm going to pin it. Left against right. It's going to be this. So they're going to take advantage of, and they're going to give a Shido away here. Oh no. So she's gone over the back. Well, this is where Arai has had a lot of success today, but I get the feeling that the Korean is going to be just a little bit too strong down there. Look at that, no chance, not even moving her. She'll have to come back up and then go again, get the momentum going. And and then get right the way underneath her. You know, it'll have to be done on the move, that, if she's going to have any success with it. So far, it's been Kim taking the initiative, and now Arai needs to do the same. And they're, well, yeah, I mean, they're not, you know, you'd say they were foot Ashiwaza, but they're not Ashiwaza, because Waza would depict a skill, wouldn't it? We saw some earlier on, and I said that to Dennis, you know, and they're just literally kicking the foot. Thud. There's the arm over the top.
She's got nice movement.
Yeah,
Kim,
that's what I'm saying.
Good stance,
Get it moving.
good shape.
And this is going to go. She's got a
Yeah,
possibility
yeah,
here
look,
for the
good grip.
Uchimata and then the Ashi Garuma. Can just see the Ashi Garuma or the Uchimata happening here. If she goes for the far leg, it will turn into Ashi Garuma. Both a bit worried about the Sakeishi.
And what they've done there is to say, I'm okay with the penalty. Can you believe that?
No.
Both
Well,
stood there and said, I'm okay if you call Mate and penalise
it's
us.
going to be the crucial thing
Yes,
as well. It's
stupid.
going to cost them.
Yeah.
So
And
it's gone to Arai.
Arai comes off worse because she blocked with the hand. I said to somebody earlier, I'm in favour when you're going to go 2-2, pick who's worst and go 2-1.
Yeah. But Dennis was saying, you know, why do they give the penalty away?
Yeah.
They get the grip, fight so hard for it. Look at this now.
Yeah.
Got to come back, got to go again, got to start all over again, getting that dominant grip. And that's where, you know, when I was talking to Mark Hausinger about it, he said, I grabbed their head and just pull them back in with, you know, with the new rule on that edge there. Let's get some action-reaction on it. That's a nice Ouchigari. Like you said, good movement. As soon as she starts to move, it's different.
Just
Arai's struggling.
Even in that last little movement there, it's not your typical super heavyweight. You know, her stance, posture, movement, they're all like a weight category lower. I just like that about her. She could only just galvanise herself into a little bit more action. There we go again.
Definitely, for me, it's Kim that's got the better shape, and I often talk about shape.
Could be a dive there from Arai. Wouldn't be the way that we want to end it.
It might just be it.
One more roll of the dice.
Ooh, she has got it as well.
I think if Kim had, well, if she'd attacked, then she could have claimed some kind of legitimacy to go to the tatami, but here we go again.
Oh, that's exactly. I mean, just get that head down and look for the throw, because they're not just going to give it to her, right? Especially if she does that. And she might give another Shido away if she does it repeatedly, just to get the win on the penalty.
Yes.
Because they definitely want to see an attack to win this.
Some effort to throw.
Yeah.
Strong grip is one thing. It's still coming. The fact that we've had to pause in order to go into golden score hasn't stopped the momentum of the contest. It's going in Kim's way. Arai's got to do something to pull this back.
Yeah, she has. I mean, we've seen contests pulled back, but you're right. Arai is just pinning that sleeve for the sake of. Now, if they do nothing, then they'll get Shido, and that will work just perfectly for Kim.
One more of those, I think, and you'd have to throw the towel in. Kim building up the pressure all the time. Out-gripping Arai and looking the most threatening.
that is it. I think that's going to be it, isn't it? Well, it's got to be both of them, hasn't it, surely? Yeah, all over.
On the back of 3 Shidos, Kim Ha-yun takes the gold medal in, again, dare I say, a rather lackluster effort. Arai seems pleased for her opponent. That's really pleasant. But Kim was not tested here.
No, she wasn't. You know, she probably had the best